It began with a sound that didn't belong. A soft, wooden knock. Inside a locked attic. Emily froze at the foot of the stairs, her breath misting in the cold air. The house had been silent for years, abandoned, forgotten, until her grandmother's will forced her to return. In her hands, a box, dusty, fragile. Inside it, a doll. Not porcelain, not plastic. Something older. Its dress stitched with thread that looked like it was plucked from bone. Its glass eyes cracked, one staring at her, the other slightly off, like it was looking behind her. The letter that came with it was worse. Do not speak to her. Do not rock her. Do not let her hear your name. It was signed in her grandmother's trembling hand, dated the day before she died. But Emily, like anyone cursed by curiosity, whispered aloud, "What's your name?" The lights flickered. The attic door behind her slammed shut, though no wind had touched it, and the doll's cracked lips parted. My name is yours now. By morning, Emily would be gone. By the end of the week, her brother would follow. And the town would whisper again about the house that ate its own. They found Emily's room just as dawn peeled through the thin lace curtains. The bed was still warm. The floorboards held her footprints. But Emily herself? Gone. No forced entry. No scream. Only the doll, propped neatly on the pillow, her cracked eyes fixed on the ceiling as if bored with waiting. Her brother Daniel didn't sleep for 2 nights. He stayed on the couch, clutching their father's old shotgun, telling himself he wasn't afraid. But the house, it had a pulse now. He swore he heard floorboards creak where no one walked. He smelled earth, wet, freshly turned, seeping up from the basement where their grandmother's rocking chair sat unmoved for decades. On the 3rd night, it started with a whisper, not a voice, a breath. Danny. He turned the TV louder, static. He turned the lights brighter. They dimmed. And then, knock, knock, knock. Not on the door, on the window, 2nd floor. He raised the shotgun, heart slamming his ribs. Outside, nothing but the black stretch of winter woods. Inside, the doll, sitting upright on the couch, where he swore he left her face down hours ago. Her head tilted, and then he saw it. A new thread, dangling from her little stitched fingers. Red, not wool. Vein red. By morning, the neighbors called the sheriff. The house was open, coffee cold, the couch still indented. But Daniel, like Emily, was missing. Only the doll remained, now seated at the kitchen table, chin resting on one tiny palm, waiting. And in that silence, the old walls whispered again. Something about the attic, about the letter, about a promise never broken. There was one room no one opened. Not because it was locked, because it wasn't. The attic hatch hung loose, always slightly ajar, like it was waiting for the right pair of eyes to look up. Sheriff. Collins climbed that ladder at sunrise. Every step complained. The air smelled like mothballs and something far older, like rain-soaked graves. And there, beneath a sheet, he found a trunk. Inside, handwritten letters, each envelope marked with the same wax seal, a crooked E. The oldest dated back to 1928. Each letter spoke to someone named Annelise, a little girl who never aged, never grew, yet kept finding her way into new homes across the Midwest. And always, the same warning: do not play with her after midnight. Do not feed her attention. Do not call her by her name. Collins rubbed the dust from his fingers. Then his radio hissed. A voice, his own deputy, crackling, "Sheriff, there's something on your passenger seat." He rushed down the ladder. The doll was there. It hadn't been 5 minutes. Her head, now slightly turned toward the driver's side window, staring into the woods. And in that moment, something clicked. Every family, every missing name, every late-night knock, they all lived near the same stretch of forest. Old tribal land, old burial ground, a place the elders whispered about, the Hollow Mile. Some said a child was buried there by her mother, alive, to seal a pact. Some said she was never human at all. Collins placed the doll on the hood of his car, camera flashing for evidence. Click, click. When he checked his camera roll, she wasn't in the pictures, only the empty hood. And that's when the whisper came again, this time from the rearview mirror. "You opened the wrong box, Sheriff." The attic door slammed behind him. Not the wind. Something heavier. Something breathing. You want the truth? Here it is. The doll, Annelise, was never carved for play. She was crafted for binding. A pact between a grieving mother and something that lived beyond the tree line. A voice that promised her, "Your daughter will never leave you. She will never die." The catch? She wouldn't grow either. And every family that took her in was feeding her. Not with food, with attention, with love, with whispers in the dark. That's why every diary ended the same. We hear her at night. She wants another story. She wants us to stay forever. Sheriff Collins tried to burn her. Gasoline, road flare. The flames danced high, cracking the night sky open. But when the smoke cleared, she was sitting in the driver's seat, seatbelt fastened, head tilted like a passenger ready to go. No ash, no scorch marks, just that crooked little smile. So he did what every man does when he's standing on the edge of something ancient. He ran. He left her there in the woods, thinking it was over. But a week later, families started getting anonymous deliveries again. Brown paper box, no return address. Same crooked wax seal. And that's where you come in. Because every view on this video, every set of eyes that lingers just a little too long, is one more step she takes. You want to test it? Say her name out loud, right now. Annelise. Say it twice in the comments, if you're brave. Lock the curse or break it. Some say that's the only way to keep her out of your house. And if you hear the knock tonight, 3 taps, soft as fingertips. Don't open, not even to check. Because once you meet her eyes, you don't get to close them again.